He didn't cheat. He didn't leave for someone younger. He just got quiet, started coming home later, stopped reaching for your hand. And you keep replaying every conversation trying to figure out what you did wrong. Here's what nobody is going to tell you. It wasn't one thing. It was 5 small things, repeated over and over, until he stopped seeing you the way he once did. And the hardest part? You did them out of love. That's what makes this so painful. You were trying to be a good partner, and it quietly worked against you. Let's talk about exactly what those behaviors are. Behavior 1. You made yourself too easy to cancel. He texts at 9 p.m. Hey, are you free tonight? And you say yes. Every time. Even when you had plans, even when you were tired, even when part of you knew you should say no. You told yourself that's what love looks like, showing up when he needs you. But here's what he actually experienced. A woman with no world of her own. Men don't fall deeper for a woman who's always available. They fall deeper for a woman who has something to come back to. Your life, your plans, your boundaries around your time, that's not selfishness. That's the thing that makes you worth pursuing. Behavior 2. You apologized for feeling things. I'm sorry I'm overthinking this. I don't want to make this a big deal. Never mind, forget I said anything. Do you know how many times you've swallowed something real because you were afraid he'd think you were too much? Every time you did that, you handed him a version of you that was smaller than the real one. And eventually, he believed that smaller version was all there was. A woman who can say, this bothered me and here's why, without falling apart, that woman is rare. That woman is remembered. Behavior 3. You needed him to constantly confirm you. Do you still find me attractive? Are we okay? You seem distant. Did I do something? Once in a while, completely normal. Every few days, it becomes a slow drain on the relationship. Not because your feelings aren't valid, but because what he starts to hear is, I don't trust you and I don't trust myself. Insecurity at that level doesn't pull a man closer. It makes him feel like he's failing a test he never signed up to take. If you're watching this and something is sitting heavy in your chest right now, that means this is for you. Subscribe because next week's video is going to be just as honest as this one. And drop a number in the comments. Which behavior hit closest to home? I'll respond personally to as many as I can. Behavior 4. You put his happiness above your own sanity. You stopped mentioning the thing that bothered you because last time he got defensive. You laughed off the comment that actually stung. You planned your whole weekend around his mood. This is what people call being low maintenance. But there's a version of low maintenance that isn't peaceful. It's just silent suffering. And men can feel the difference. There's a tension that builds in a woman who keeps swallowing her truth. He may not be able to name it, but he feels it. And it creates distance neither of you can explain. Behavior 5. You accepted the bare minimum and called it loyalty. He stopped planning dates. You let it slide. He stopped asking about your day. You told yourself he's just tired. He pulled back physically. You convinced yourself not to make it weird. Month after month, you adjusted your expectations downward. And here's the brutal truth. He didn't decide you weren't worth the effort. You showed him you agreed with him. Every time you accepted less without saying a word, you signed off on it. Not because you're weak, because you were afraid that asking for more meant losing him entirely. But a woman who quietly tolerates everything slowly becomes invisible. None of this means you did everything wrong. It means you loved someone the best way you knew how, with what you were taught. But you're watching this now, which means something in you is ready to move differently. Start there. Start with one behavior, just one, and choose yourself first this week. See what shifts. If this video made you feel seen, share it with one woman in your life who needs to hear it. Subscribe. New videos every week. And watch this one next. It picks up exactly where we left off.